cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
In 2013, a hooper from Southern California burst onto the high school basketball scene with his lightning-quick crossover and captivating confidence. Just 5 to 6 years ago, it seemed like this left-handed point guard was destined to play in the NBA. But it's been 3 years since he left college, and we haven't heard anything from him since. So what happened to Marcus Lovett Jr.? In 2012, Marcus Lovett began high school in California at Providence. As a freshman, he averaged a very impressive 31.7 points per game, leading all freshmen in the country in scoring. In February 2013, Ball Is Life uploaded the first Marcus Lovett mixtape that went viral. The video title claimed that Marcus had the best handle in high school, and at the time, he definitely did. He was making every player who tried to stop him look stupid. After gaining national exposure from the Ball Is Life video, Lovett continued his run of excellence with Providence High School, averaging 33 points per game during his sophomore season. His junior season, he transferred to San Gabriel Academy in California to play against better competition. He still balled out, averaging 22.7 points per game, 5 assists per game, and on top of all of that, he led San Gabriel to a CIF title. Rated as a 4-star recruit and a top 25 point guard in the nation, Lovett then transferred to Morgan Park High School in Chicago for his senior year, where he's playing against some of the best competition in the country in one of the best leagues in the country. Lovett had his best year of high school, almost averaging a triple-double against great competition, with 25 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and 7 assists per game. After his senior year, Lovett committed to St. John's University. Unfortunately, due to some academic problems with his high school transcripts, Lovett had to sit out his true freshman season from 2015 to 2016. Fortunately, he played very well during his redshirt freshman season, where he averaged 15.9 points per game and 3 assists per game on 31 minutes and 46% shooting. I can see why he chose St. John's over other schools, because the program definitely wanted him to be a key factor of their team, and it showed how much they played him and how much they trusted him with the ball. Lovett was expected to have a big redshirt sophomore year with St. John's, but an MCL sprain only 7 games into his third year sidelined him for the entire season. In February 2018, Lovett announced that he would be leaving college basketball and turning pro. So after about 2.5 years of college, Lovett decided to leave and that he wanted to get paid to play. After he announced this, we haven't heard much of anything from him. So where is Marcus Lovett now? As I previously stated, Marcus Lovett Jr. ended his college career early in order to pursue playing professional basketball. In 2018, his first year as a pro, he had 2 short stints with 2 Italian teams before signing with a Serbian team named Sloboda Visice for the 2018 to 2019 season. In Serbia, he would average 20.6 points per game and 4 assists and 3 rebounds in his first year as a pro. He would enter the 2019 NBA draft, but go undrafted. After going undrafted, Lovett would eventually sign to Yalova Basket of the Turkish Basketball League. After his stint in Turkey, Lovett signed to Ovarense Basketbol, a team in the Portuguese Basketball League, where he is still playing today. Lovett has continued to get buckets, as I checked out his Twitter, and it seems that he is scoring 20 to 30 points every game in Portugal. At only 25 years old, there's still plenty of time left for Marcus Lovett, and with the way he's embarrassing pros in Europe, who knows, we might even see him in the NBA someday. So my personal thoughts on this situation is that Marcus Lovett definitely does have the skill to play in the NBA. I think he needs a little bit more development. I think if he plays 2 to 3 more years in Europe, he should definitely get a legitimate NBA shot. You know, he's definitely going to be one of those guys who's an older rookie, and at his size, which is about 6'6'1", I think it's a good thing that he decided to go pro and get played to pay, because staying another 2 years in college I don't think would have done much for him. I think this is speeding up his development. The question is, when is an NBA team willing to give him a chance, and will he ever get that chance? I mean, Russ Smith, was playing in the Chinese D League, scoring 60 points every game. Russ Smith even scored 60 points in the real D League, and he hasn't gotten a legitimate NBA chance in years. So the question is, will Marcus Lovett ever get that chance, and is he good enough? Because, scoring 20, 30 points per game in Portugal is great, and it'll allow him to keep getting paid to play basketball, and it shows that he's definitely a pro. But but that's not going to translate to the NBA necessarily. So he's got to really become a true point guard, really show that he can run an offense, start averaging more assists, be getting buckets in a way that will translate to the NBA, whether that's creating a lot of shots for himself. You just can't be a system player. You got to show that you can fit in anywhere and that you can be a great teammate, as well as being a true point guard, especially at his size. So there's many questions left for Marcus Lovett, but I think if he keeps playing this well, and if he can move up to maybe the Euro League, one of the leagues that is more closely observed by the NBA, maybe even the Spanish League, the ACB, I think he could get a legitimate NBA shot. But I'm really wishing the best for Marcus Lovett. He was one of the most exciting players ever in high school. I remember one of my friends in middle school, when we were in 8th grade, I asked him who he thought the best basketball player ever was, and he said Marcus Lovett. And even though that was complete cap, I mean, if you were following basketball YouTube during the time that his mixtapes were going viral, I completely understand that statement. So shout out to Marcus Lovett. He's one of the most important basketball players in recent years, at least when it comes to basketball culture, and hopefully we'll see him in the NBA someday. With all that being said, it's your boy Headband Jay. I make sports content. I post 3 times a week on this channel. If that's something you're into, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I make mostly basketball videos, but we switch it up every now and then. And with all that being said, it's your boy Headband Jay, signing off.